Astro Bot has completely stolen my heart. Before I talk any more about this, please go play this game, as a lot of the enjoyment comes from experiencing the game and discovering all of the surprises for yourself. I would hate to be the one to kind of take that surprise away from you, but if you don't care about that and need to hear a little bit more before buying this game, hey, how you doing? For those who haven't played Astro Bot, don't worry, I will do my best not to show or talk about any big spoilers that I believe would impact your experience. But obviously, as this is a video, some gameplay will be shown, but I will try my absolute best to choose the content wisely. But that said, let's get into why I think Astro Bot is a must-play. Before I bought Astro Bot, I expected it to be good based off my experience with Astro Playroom, but what I didn't expect was to fall in love with it. And I really don't think this is a game solely running off a hype train or the idea of showing Sony that platformers can excel in the current market. It's just that this game is genuinely the most fun I've had playing a game in a while. And all I'm doing is coursing through levels, fucking things up, dancing with robots, and seeing how many references I actually know of. Speaking of references, the amount of love in this game is incredible. And what's so funny about that is recently a Sony executive came out and said Sony was lacking original franchises for the PlayStation. Meanwhile, you have this game throwing references at you left, right, and center, including Ratchet & Clank, God of War, The Last of Us, Ape Escape, and... Okay, just gonna stop myself before I mention any more. It does make me sad that there is a number of strong IPs missing from this game, namely from Square Enix. But with how protective they are over their characters, I guess I can understand. But there's not even a Buster Sword in this, even though you find it in Astro's Playroom, so I wonder what happened there. While it is a shame, it does not hinder the amount of love they've shown to not just first-party, but also third-party games. But don't worry, there's so much more to love about this game outside of the references. Astro is one of the most colorful and exciting to look at games in the entire PS5 library. From the bright colors and detailed environments, no matter the theme of the level, my eyes were eating good if eyes could eat. What they do really well here is commit to a theme of a world and really nail aspects to make those levels feel as unique as possible, whether we are skipping along on the beach, having a good swim in a rare, fun water level, or lighting the way through what I think is one of the best spooky-themed levels in platformer history. I never got bored looking at the screen, taking in all the colors it has to offer, and it's not just the visuals that are carrying this game. The sound design is so good! The way caves causes sound to echo, how your footsteps change based on if you're running on metal, snow, wood, even through leaves. Going underwater causes both the environment and music to go muffled, and oh my god, the music is pure brainworm. What I mean by that is that this game's soundtrack is full of memorable tunes that I find myself humming more than I probably should be. Even when I'm lying in bed at 4 AM, I can't sleep as the music just goes off in my head constantly without a way for me to turn off the radio, but even if there was a way, I'm not too sure if I would want to. The soundtrack is just a pure joy to listen to in every single way, and it even has a range of genres, so you'll find yourself pleasantly surprised as you make your way through the levels. Boy, these levels are so fun. They are designed so well that you don't really stop moving, as these are just full speed ahead. Outside of looking for the next spot or looking around the environment, you'll never really find yourself moving slowly. This isn't the Dark Souls of platformers. In fact, this game's levels are pretty chill. While yes, some levels will have segments that are more difficult than others, you won't really find yourself having a tough time as you make your way through. But don't worry, for those who want a little bit of difficulty, there is a number of challenge levels throughout the game, which may make you question your life once or twice, or even 3 times in my situation. Other than smacking up every robot you can see for that sweet money, a majority of these levels tend to have some kind of gimmick attached to them. This could be a chicken with a power to launch into the sky, monkey arms to throw big rocks, or even some kind of springy boxing gloves that lay waste to everyone that is in your path. Then there's the boss fights, which are surprisingly violent, as Astro has no problem fucking them up. Legit, this guy is out here punching eyeballs, ripping tentacles, and even taking their heads off and throwing them across the ocean. I don't want to show too much of these, but these fights are extremely well done, as they not only focus on the scale and spectacle of the fight, but they make sure that most importantly, we are having fun actually playing the level. And what helps this all come together is the DualSense. It is unfortunate that the features of the PS5 controller have been overlooked as much as it has, as it really helps to get into the feel of a game, and I don't think I've played any game that's used them as well as Astro Bot. They was fun in Playroom, but now they are even better. It's hard for me to describe how much of a difference maker these haptics actually are. It isn't just a slightly tighter tension on the triggers when swinging in Spider-Man. It's the ability to hear and feel the wind while swinging through vines, the raindrops falling on an umbrella, Astro's footsteps as you run through the world, punching things in the face, and one of the greatest feelings was that within the levels, you can find these areas full of leaves, blocks, flowers, grass, you name it. And every time I had to run to the area and do a spin attack just so I could see them fly everywhere. While feeling the impact in the controller, it's actually becoming an addiction at this point. Overall, Astro Bot is the joy you remember playing a game as a kid. It is not only amazing technically, but it is also very impressive that it managed to emulate what it was like to actually play with a toy, as you can feel every piece of interactivity you do with this game. And because of all these reasons, Astro Bot is an absolute must play. And if you have the ability to do so, please go out your way to actually give this game a shout out for yourself, because I promise you, just like it did for me, Astro Bot's gonna steal your heart too. Thank you all for making it to the end of the video. I did not think I would enjoy Astro Bot as much as I have done, but please feel free to share your experiences down below, or if you're interested in playing the game yourself, because I'm already waiting for number 2. But until next time, I will see you when I see you. See ya!